we will have the men's floor finals. Yes, this is the men's floor finals. Artistic Gymnastics World Cup TAISHAN, or the FIGA Apparatus World Cup Doha 2025. Kazakhstan.
Seventh best in qualification, Altynkhan Temirbek of Kazakhstan, the fourth best.
Mostowfi from Great Britain. So thank you very much everyone for watching this channel. So this is a replay of the FIGA Apparatus World Cup Doha. This is Chris RD Gymnastics. Subscribe, like, and share. Thank you very much for subscribing and for support. Milad Karimi.
Second best in qualification, Milad Karimi from
Second
Kazakhstan.
best.
Volodymyr Kostiuk from Ukraine, the sixth best in the preliminary round. And there is your
Slovenian.
top qualifier,
Wow.
Anze Hribar of Slovenia.
Top qualifier from Slovenia.
His performance in the preliminary round. As is customary, the split warm-up system will be in operation, so the first four
split
gymnasts will get some contact time.
warm-up operations here.
They will then perform, and then we'll have
Yes.
warm-up time in the middle of the final for the next four. Now, in the first half of this final, we've got the gymnasts who qualified third and fourth. Mostowfi of Great Britain and Altynkhan Temirbek of Kazakhstan. And then in the second half, we're going to see Nazar Hribar and Karimi, who...
Whoa, what a great tumbling it is.
The task facing them on the subject of
Whoa, double pike.
There are mandatory balances required in all of the gentlemen's floor.
Yeah, mandatory balance. I love that balance. It is very amazing.
Some of the younger gymnasts, something very new. For those who are really experienced, and we've had gymnasts over the course of this season performing on floor who've been training for well over a couple of decades, folk in their 30s, they might remember the days of mandatory balances, seeing some of their senior teammates.
Yeah, compulsory balance.
It's less so the case for the young gymnasts.
Jake Sherman is having problem with balancing. I even saw Jake Sherman in his floor.
Static position.
So, compulsory static position, ang tawag doon.
Here and there are the positions that the gymnasts are choosing, but they must put it in. It's time to begin the Doha World Cup in the magnificent Aspire Dome, the home of the Aspire Academy. Such an important training centre for athletes in this country.
Nazar Chepurnyi now on the floor.
Nazar Chepurnyi of Ukraine, the very experienced
23 years old pa lang.
Competed at the Olympic Games in Paris and who has been a youth Olympic champion.
No, youth Olympic champion on the floor.
He's known for his vaulting exploits, but he comes into this as the seventh best in qualification.
Ay, sayang. But last job is still good. Slightly.
He was leaning backwards.
That's a good one. And that somersault. Yes, stick to floor. He's doing well. Pero yung energy medyo nawawala. Nice one. It's very well.
He did win a bronze medal on the floor at the Baku World Cup as he goes through his flares neatly.
Great flares from Nazar. The compulsory static position. Nicely done.
Solid work in that balance position. That's the mandatory balance position I was mentioning earlier. Concludes nicely.
Awesome job.
Start there from Nazar Chepurnyi. His difficulty in the preliminary round was 5.1, and we do anticipate there being some higher difficulty scores. But that will do the job early on.
Great display from Nazar.
22 years of age, Nazar Chepurnyi. He'll turn 23 in September. A little leg bend in his pike position.
Yeah,
early on.
little
Slightly
leg
irritated
bending in that pike.
Backwards lilt, but he arrests it nicely. There'll be some tenths taken away for the stability adjustment on landing. Twisting form.
Yeah, twisting form is amazing too.
Keeps the heels quite pressed together. Works
No
with the
leg
arms
bending
in front of the
in
body
this
as much as possible.
routine.
Hitting the layout position and again taking a small adjustment as he comes back into contact with the floor. Player sequence, little brush here and there perhaps with the floor.
Why there's no handstand in this position?
Working hard to get tidiness and symmetry in that twisting tuck
I haven't
position,
seen a
which is
handstand from
quite a
him.
challenge.
Great job for
He's
Nazar.
away from having 20 World Cup medals.
Wow, 20 World Cup medals from
Six of
Nazar.
his 16 have been titles.
Pagod si Nazar.
Nice comfy chairs.
Yes, very comfy.
Relaxed atmosphere as the scores are coming in, at least early on in the finals. Probably a little less relaxed when you're waiting to see if you've just about done enough to go into the gold medal position with one to go.
Very Arabic chair. Ano ba naman yung pasurahan na yon? Di mo na pagandahin. 13.533.
That is well up from qualification by
Very
virtually
well
half a
done
mark, and it's
for Nazar.
principally down to the execution. He had 2 penalty tenths in qualifying that were avoided here, so very good start that from Chepurnyi. We go now to an 18-year-old.
18-year-old from Kazakhstan. You see from Kazakhstan?
This is Altynkhan
Yes,
Temirbek
Kazakhstan.
of Kazakhstan.
Temirbek, 19 years old. Awesome
That's
job.
towards the 4th best in qualification with a score of 13.
Great tuck position in that somersault. Wow.
Good strength shown there. Coming out of
His
the
strength.
front pike, he was a little low. Slight crossing
Good
over
twist,
the
twisting.
feet around the ankles as he
At
twists.
least hindi masyadong madali ang mga gymnast.
Tidiness of it.
Some very tidy executions. Awesome.
The tidiest
It's
form in
good.
the air in his
Very
tuck
tidy
twisting
form.
work.
Static. Balance position. Very well.
Quite secure in his balance position using something taken from the world of ballet.
Good
Apparatus.
job.
Lots of
Pero
question
makamababa
marks
lang ang
there
ano
for
niya,
a
ang
young
chest niya
man
doon.
who has a couple of medals from the Junior Asian Championships last year, silver on vault and bronze with the team. He's got very complicated work, this young athlete. Exciting to watch, isn't he?
Yeah, very exciting to watch.
His difficulty in qualification was 5.5. That was actually the highest of everyone. He's got some little execution issues to iron out, but to see that from an 18-year-old who's so new to senior competition is very encouraging. That was a great hold.
Yeah, indeed, he has a great hold on these exercises.
One of the nice features actually was that his balance position, his arabesque, was quite tidy, and
No leg
what I was talking about
separation.
earlier, for the younger gymnasts, it being more of a novel thing for them.
Gymnasts
It shows
nowadays
that
are
he's
getting improved and
got some good
improved.
fundamental technique, this lad.
Oh, well, one chest, and that will have some
Great thing. This is
deductions.
a routine that's got a 2.5 twisting side pass.
Mm. Kazakhstans are amazing gymnasts nowadays. They are producing a good executions.
Well done to
13.633,
him.
8.133,
13.633.
18.133
Execution
executions. A little bit
a
low.
little up from qualification, but he also avoided the point 1 penalty that he
Yeah,
incurred in the
indeed. But
preliminary
he
stage.
can do
So
more
he's
good.
2 tenths
Some
higher
Mostowfi,
almost.
23 years old.
This is Sam Mostowfi. 13.566 in qualification, the third best. Very nice young gymnast. He's been the national champion on floor. Graduate of the prestigious University of Nottingham. He is a Bachelor of Science in Business Management.
Wow, massive. Look at the feet. It's being glued together. Ayun lang.
Good hold
Amazing.
coming out of the pike position. The body does not rotate as quickly in a pike position as it does in something like a
Good
tap position.
execution,
Physics
Sam.
are not as on your side, so it's why it has a higher degree of difficulty. Oh, it twists nicely. Very elegant.
Elegant one, Sam. That's good. Good job, Sam.
Moves nicely out of that diagonal handstand into the wide position.
Awesome job
Balance.
for that balance. Cool. It's double pike.
The conclusion secure from
Very
Sam
clean
Mostowfi.
execution in
It's
the
very
last
interesting watching him,
somersault.
hearing him talk about his ambitions. He had a dual focus in his life as a sports scholar at a
Sports
very
scholar.
strong university. He's now graduated. He is very focused on the Olympiad.
Wow.
He's really aiming with absolutely clear intentions to be part of the Los Angeles team.
He's amazing, a strong potential in the floor.
There's a
If
lot
he
that
can just
he's
make it more tidy,
strong
then it
aesthetically
can be
about this
a
tumbling
gold.
work.
But
He
amazing
was the
one. He did
third
well.
place gymnast at the British Championships in 2024 on floor.
Third in British Championship. It's a floor.
Double layout to
There you
begin. Very
go.
good. Little hop backwards, a few
Great
tenths
job for his double
to go
layout.
here and there from some of his
I
landings.
can just remember Carlos Yulos doing well this too. Ayun, sayang.
That's where you can see very clearly in the replay a jarred sense of landing that he did very well to hold. This twisting has a good quality to it. Form is secure.
Twisting is nice too.
Difficulty score was 5.2 in qualification. At that last pass,
Some
round off the double
Mostowfi
pike
get
worked nicely.
13.6,
All of that leads to
8.4
improvement of
executions
qualification of several
due to
hundreds.
the hoop and some
13.6.
difficulties that needs to be more
So that puts him
executed well.
into second place.
Szilard Zavory now.
Szilard Zavory of Hungary,
Age 20.
the 8th best in qualifying. Gymnast who won the all-around silver medal at the Hungarian Masters Championships.
8th best in qualifications.
5 World Cup finals in 2024 as well. So we're seeing a lot more of him on the international stage.
He started on the balancing. Good double layout. Very clean.
Double layout to open. Just as we saw from Mostowfi. He's a little low in his landing position there, but the feet remain quite constant.
Yes, it's very constant. Ups.
Less so there with quite a sizable hop forwards.
Yeah, it will take good deductions if you have a sizable yun talaga.
Tidiness.
Tightness. Yun ang kulang kay kay Mr. Hungarian gymnast.
Yard landing where he really seemed to bounce his way
Nice handstand.
the floor.
Medyo may injury din siya eh. Good one.
About whom there is much excitement in Hungary. And goodness, it's just so easy to see why.
Oh.
So, a score
Awesome
of
job.
13.033 in qualification. What's been interesting thus far is that
13.033.
the first 3 gymnasts have all stepped up from the preliminary round. There's no doubt there will be penalty tenths accrued by Szilard Zavory from Budapest. Look back at the round off to double layout opening pass of Szilard Zavory. Certainly really went for the arch of the back to make that.
Medyo the height is not enough to have a good execution score in that kind of somersault. You see here.
This is where
Yeah, yan.
it comes down.
Yes, sayang. Buti na lang. It was a good save.
Looked like it
Good save.
on the initial angle, but he did incredibly well to keep himself in play.
Awesome job. He can improve more. He will improve more. So I can say.
So,
12.7. 7.7
Zavory.
executions.
Execution is down from qualifying.
7.7 executions due to a lot of hoop.
Didn't get the service there, thinking he'd gone out of bounds. No penalty
Due
tenths
to
at all.
those hoop.
So it is still Temirbek of Kazakhstan who leads, the 18-year-old, the pace setter at the halfway stage. In the second half of this final, we'll be looking at Alperen Ege Avci of Turkey, who is another exciting young man coming through. Milad Karimi, second best in qualification. He's anything but a new force in the top level floor competitions. Still a young man though.
Yeah.
Volodymyr Kostiuk.
Young man.
Great to see that return to competition that he's had of late. Wonderful that he's back on the international stage. Anze Hribar, who's an up-and-comer, will finish. So which way is it going to go? Good start to the competitions here in Doha. This is a nice men's floor final, and we'll
Yes.
continue
Good floor
the action
finals.
now with one of the next generation coming through from a fine men's squad. Alperen Ege
Ege Avci of Turkey. 19 years old lang.
He turns 19 in 3 days' time.
Whoa. Let's give it up for our Turkish gymnast.
Winning a whole cluster of medals at the Mediterranean Championships in Tunis in December of last year
Oh.
in the junior division.
Ouch!
Oh, it's
my
unfortunate.
god,
Very
very unfortunate.
over-rotated.
Yeah, over-rotated.
See,
One whole
and
point
now a very
deduction
tight
doon.
position.
Plus
Very
yung paglabas pa
powerful,
doon sa red line.
aggressive attack of it, and unfortunately,
A lot of
ended
deductions.
up
Pero sige lang, go
maybe out of
ahead.
bounds and taking a full deduction.
Good job.
Doesn't change the fact that he's a very promising member
Yes.
of the Turkish.
Very promising member of the Turkish team.
And one of the great advantages of being in this squad is that you'll get plenty of guidance from the elder statesman.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh, that's as pretty as a picture.
Hmm.
Lovely arabesque.
Arabesque. Ay! Another!
Hands down. Again, just a
One whole
crumpled
point again
landing.
deduction. Maybe 10?
It may seem like a peculiar thing to say, but just ignore those first two tumbling passes, if you will.
It's fine, bro. Sayang.
Look at the form.
Pagod siguro. Kinabahan na siguro.
Because he is a very precise gymnast.
Yeah, you're a very precise gymnast and also
You over-rotate sometimes.
a
Yes,
very...
you under-rotate
Baka,
sometimes.
oo, under-rotate,
Those of you out there
over-rotate.
with gymnasts know
But
that
he is a very
happens.
promising gymnast.
But in terms of his fundamental skill, it's very good.
He will be used of in the competition environment
What he'll be
soon.
doing as a young gymnast
Just
is
to
trying
compete and
bolster
compete and
his
compete.
difficulty, and that will lead to rotation issues. That's
Yeah,
a
no?
very nice pike.
Ayan, over gymnast, no? Over-rotated.
Worry about that bit
My
later.
God.
Doesn't matter too much for now. This is a World Cup event. This is an 18-year-old.
Yes.
Get there.
He's a very good potential for the floor, see?
Again, good, tight,
Strong,
tiny
eh?
tuck position. He holds that one nicely.
He can be a great floor specialist here, really. Indeed. And you have here a very nice
Seems to be a score well below
one. You see the legs?
qualification number. He'll
See,
know that.
it's a good height. You just have to control it. More competitions to come
But one thinks
for
about
our
the,
beloved
towards Los
Turkish
Angeles
gymnast.
2028. The Turkish men's squad need the youngsters to come through and inhabit senior positions. Just over 10 and a half.
It's 10.566. Some difficulties were not anymore included.
Milad Karimi, 25
We
year
had here
old.
Milad Karimi.
All of the ages are just 1 year older on the graphics, so apologies for that.
Milad Karimi now on the floor. Who is a...
Won the bronze medal on floor at the World Championships in Antwerp. Privileged to see him perform
Yeah.
on this piece.
World Championship in Antwerp.
Bronze medal at last
Bronze
week's
medalist.
World Cup in Osijek.
A floor specialist and also a high bar specialist. Therefore, an all-around prospects podium finisher. Yon!
Yeah, that'll
Very
do for the
one.
next landing.
Very nice. And good landing too. Good height. Wow, the double attack position. Good difficulty, bro. For Milad. Nice one, very precise. Very experienced gymnast. Milad Karimi has a lot of struggle also in the floor for the past World Championships and World Cup. But he never stops until he almost perfect it.
Well, this is a challenge being laid down by Milad Karimi.
Good one. Oh, that's
Very well
nice.
to hold that and make it look so smooth at the end. Some very nice landings.
Very good
That
one. Very good
opening
display from
pass.
Milad.
2.5 twists with a front double pike.
Indeed it is.
Looks just bang on. Now his scoring qualification was 13.8.
Great job from Milad Karimi. A very good display.
So a chance to enjoy again this performance from Milad Karimi. Twists around beautifully, goes into the pike position. His pike form is not spectacular, but his landing is.
Yeah, very spectacular.
So important.
And the Japanese handstands, very smooth.
The handstand. Look at the angle that he's got.
Very strong man. And the twisting, no significant leg separation. Good job for Milad here.
Including with the double Arabian half out, but he did so well to hold.
You see here
Just kept
how
the feet
focused
planted
he
despite
is.
a little upwards adjustment.
Awesome one, Milad. 14.466, 8.666 execution, 5.7 difficulty. Amazing, Milad.
Added 14.466 compared to a 13.8 in the preliminary round. We may have just seen the champion there.
Yes. From Ukraine, yes. He's gonna be the champion here. Probably.
Silver medalist on vault at the World Challenge Cup in Antalya last year. His first World Cup honours. Until last year, he hadn't competed internationally since a World Challenge Cup event in 2021.
Awesome job.
A little stumble forwards there. Not too easy to see where the feet went, but I think he was okay. A little wildness of form.
This was very well.
He loses a little from an execution standpoint in what his lower legs do in the twist positions. Wasn't he tidy there though?
Medyo nagkakamali siya sa positioning. Not that tidy. Ayun, no. Sayang. And deduction 0.1. And the compulsory static position. Great ones. Very stable. Stable. Subscribe and share to his RD channel. Thank you. Wow! 1-2. Sayang, 0.2 deductions pa. But he had strong routines. He just need to clean those executions.
A lot of that was very solid. There will be here and there attempts
Yes.
just coming off landings that will lower that execution score. It's been wonderful seeing him return.
Yeah, seeing him to return. I think magkakilala sila na James Ho. It's good to see here James Hall is helping some Mostowfi. Let's see the sum of awesome one. Oops. Awesome job for that one.
Right towards the,
See here a very good nagleg twisting. That will be deductions. And you see the some of the during the like a pommel horse routine in the floor. There you go. I love it. It was nice. Well executed from our Ukrainian gymnast. Ang puti ng mga Ukrainians. They look like white. Really white. A little bit of leg twisting. There's he just need to clear his landings, but it's very acceptable because maybe he has some pain in his feet.
Karimi very comfortably in the lead at the moment.
Yes. How the place of our Ukrainian?
What will Volodymyr Kostiuk's number be? It was 13.266 in qualification with an execution score of 8.066.
They have a different angle now for the gymnast in that position sitting. So it's in sixth position, finished 12.666, 7.766 executions due to the landings deductions. He can improve that well next time.
Not having one single hugely problematic moment, but just little incremental.
Now we have here Hribar, the top qualifier. Hope he will just be relaxed,
20-year-old from Ljubljana.
because most of the top qualifiers are getting nervous whenever it is, to maintain their ranking. Hope he can study just how to be relaxed in this.
Silver medalist in the floor competition. A big moment in his career. And he scored 14 exactly in qualification.
Good one, but landing lang. But it's a good save. Nice one. May step forward lang. May deductions din doon. Side pass. A good transition. For his Japanese handstand. Very well done.
It's really been
Awesome job. Actually, he's a potential for a gold medalist. He can, Carlos Yuli will now have
both him
someone
and his
to
sister, Lucia, they are
beat him.
fiercely hard workers.
Nice one.
Going for good
But
technique
Eldro,
and
if you will
skill.
see Eldro also in the floor.
Little detail.
Next year, we'll be seeing him. Ay, sayang. Mababa ang chest.
Quite an effort to hold on there. At the end, he did
Will
very
be
well. It's quite low.
for the executions, it will be a deduction. Significant changes
His
maybe.
execution in qualifying was extremely high, 8.9.
8.9, maybe 8.3 executions now, or 8.1.
Is going to make it extremely tough for anyone to go beyond it. But the overall trajectory for Anze Hribar is really good. And he's getting more and more experienced.
But very strong man. As you can see, very strong. Twisting is good too. No leg separation. But because of those landing na hindi like that one, may cost 0.1 or to 0.2 depending on the distance.
Last score to come in.
8.466.
13.566 for Anze Hribar. So that has
That's
him
fine.
in 4th position.
The classified results for the men's floor finals.
Results in the men's
Wow.
floor competition.
Milad
Bronze
Karimi
to
and
Mostowfi
Temirbek
of Great Britain.
to
Silver
Kazakhstan
to
in the
Altynkhan
podium.
Temirbek of Kazakhstan, and another athlete from Kazakhstan winning gold, Milad Karimi, and winning it by a handsome margin.
Avci, he can do better next time. So Milad.
The victory ceremony in the men's floor competition.
Yeah, we now have here the victory ceremony for the floor competition.
Mostowfi of Great Britain wins for the first time World Cup honours. This is a gymnast who wants to be a big part of what happens in British gymnastics and world gymnastics over the next few years. He started really well with this display in Doha. A lot to enjoy about his performances. What an exciting young man, Altynkhan Temirbek of Kazakhstan. He has wonderful form, and he has a wonderful prize here for that display. First full senior international honours for him. Kazakhstan's Milad Karimi, the champion, his own teammate in 2nd place. A great outcome for the Kazakhstan men's squad. And for Karimi, it is another triumph in Doha on floor. Is for him a 3rd gold medal in World Cup competition this season. The national anthem now of Kazakhstan.
We would like to request
and there they are, the medalists in the men's floor competition at the World Cup in Doha, Qatar.
Big congratulations to all of you here. Here you go with Milad Karimi, Mostowfi, and the 2 Kazakhstans are here. They did awesome job.